The Blackwood facility time doesn't forget. In the quiet town of Corbin Falls, nothing ever changed. The same streets, the same houses, the same lives. It felt safe, predictable, until one morning in early autumn, Daniel Hayes opened his town map and noticed something strange. A building, a large, dark rectangle, labeled Blackwood Research Facility. Daniel had lived in Corbin Falls his entire life. He delivered mail for 22 years. He knew every road, every driveway, every hidden path. He had never heard of anything called Blackwood. Assuming it was a mistake, he drove out to where the building was marked, halfway between the old quarry and the abandoned textile mill. And it was there. Real, massive, black, windowless, rising from the trees like a scar in the forest. No signs, no lights, just fences covered in rust. Cameras on poles turned slowly as if they were watching. Daniel felt a cold wave move through him. It hadn't been there yesterday. He was sure of it. That night, he asked around. At the diner, at the gas station. He even asked his neighbor, Bill, who hunted in that forest every fall. No one had ever heard of the building. "There's nothing out there," Bill said. "Just trees and ticks." Daniel pulled out his map. The building was still marked, clear as day, but the next morning, it was gone. The map had changed. No more Blackwood. He went back to the forest, and this time, there was nothing. Just birds, leaves, silence, as if the structure had been erased. He stood still, confused, then noticed something pinned to a tree. A single piece of paper. It read, "If you see it, you're part of it." That night, Daniel couldn't sleep. The memory of the building haunted him. It felt alive, like it had noticed him too. 2 days later, he saw it again, far down the road just past the trees. The same black box, but this time, the front gate was open. Daniel walked inside. The air grew colder with each step. No birds, no bugs, just silence and static in the air. Inside, the halls were white, empty. Fluorescent lights buzzed above. The floors vibrated with a quiet pulse, like a heartbeat. No signs, no people, no furniture. Only long hallways and a whisper that seemed to echo from nowhere. At the end of one hallway, Daniel found a screen. It blinked with a message. "Welcome, Subject 057. Please wait for instructions." Then another, "You have always been here." Daniel ran. Back outside, the sky looked wrong. Grayer, duller. His watch had stopped. His phone had no signal. The trees looked taller, twisted. When he drove back into town, nothing was quite the same. The gas station had a different logo. The diner had a new name. His neighbor Bill now lived in a different house and didn't recognize him at all. Daniel's own house still stood, but inside were photographs he didn't remember taking. In some, there was a woman. She looked familiar, but not quite, like someone from a dream. He opened a kitchen drawer. Inside was a map, and Blackwood Research Facility was marked in bold red. In the days that followed, Daniel returned to the site. Sometimes the building was there. Sometimes it wasn't. Each time he entered, something changed. His memories blurred. His thoughts felt distant. At night, he dreamed of wires in his arms, of voices speaking in strange languages, of cold metal under his back, and questions he couldn't understand. He wasn't alone. He began seeing people, figures in black suits standing near the woods. They held clipboards. They never spoke. They only watched. One day, Daniel followed one of them. He blinked and suddenly found himself standing in his driveway at home. In his hand was a note. It said, "Do not follow." Desperate, Daniel set up a trail camera in the forest. He aimed it toward where the building appeared. The next day, he checked the footage. 12 hours of static. Then, for 4 minutes and 11 seconds, the building appeared. Clear. Real. Daniel saw something worse. He saw himself walking into the building. Again and again, wearing different clothes, at different times of day. Each time he entered, none showed him leaving. Was it him, or were these other versions? Other timelines? In the final clip, the screen glitched. and a voice spoke directly into the camera. "Stop looking. You are being watched." Exit protocol in effect. Daniel started receiving phone calls, always at 3:03 a.m. A robotic voice would say, "Subject 057, do you comply with memory integration protocol?" Then the call ended. No number, no record. Daniel began writing everything down in notebooks, but the words started changing. Sentences rewrote themselves. Pages appeared that he hadn't written. One page said, "You are not Daniel Hayes. You are a fragment." 3 weeks after the first map changed, Daniel disappeared. His truck sat untouched, his mailbox filled with letters. No one knew where he had gone. One evening, a teenager exploring the woods found something. A black USB drive, labeled Blackwood. On it was a single video. Daniel sat in a white room. He stared into the camera. His eyes were empty. He spoke slowly. "If you find this, it failed. I don't know who I am anymore. I thought I was a man, but I'm a copy, a version, trapped and replayed." Blackwood isn't a place. It's a memory machine. It edits reality, one subject at a time. He leaned in, whispered, "There is no outside." There never was. Then the screen went black.